was not the ones for that. What is happening this week might be a little bit controversial.
It always is with our boat work.
There's already been people in the yard telling us we shouldn't do what we are going to do.
But you know what we say to that?
What do we say to that?
Get your own.
Get your own boat. Leave it alone. We've decided to do something on the countertops of the galley. And you'll find out what that is today.
See how this one sits against that. The problem we've got here is we're using the original trims with the new countertop.
That doesn't match exactly the old one.
But pretty close. And we both have very different ideas on which way to do it. Marina suggested we start in the middle. I was like, we start at one end and work our way round. We've already come into a slight snag, but it's not the end of the world. I'll undo the screws. So we've got a little gap here, so I'll take these off and move them down. But we'll get there. Doesn't need to be perfect. So have you guessed what we're going to do? I'll give you a clue.
Okay, next. Yeah, it comes out.
I can round off the those bits. If Marina does well at this, Marina's doing all the tiling.
This tiling game is definitely tricky, but we got to something. We are nearly ready to go. Just some fine adjustments. I think it's looking alright. Looks a bit weird without the grout.
And the fact that they're a little...
that they are not exactly in the right place yet.
Yeah. But they're pretty close.
We even managed to do the holes for the taps. Yeah, they're definitely not aligned right now, but...
but they will be.
You get the idea. Yeah, from here, look at that.
That's it. From my house, they look fine.
Beautiful. I'm gonna stick the tiles on the lid first and have a go and see how it goes. And Stuart is working on the little door that is now painted. Or bean door.
How's that been? People might say rubbish. Yeah, so I'll just screw these on.
You're gonna screw the hinges on?
Yep.
And what else? You're gonna put the catch on?
Yeah, this little doohickey, as Mats would say. And then attach the bin.
We've got a bean.
Yeah.
So Stuart's already glued these blocks of wood where the bean is gonna be screwed on.
Yeah, and then this has to go about there.
It's a little bean, but we're gonna see how it goes.
Some friends did an Atlantic crossing, and between 6 of them, by the end of the trip, they had 4 bags of rubbish. So I'm sure that with the 2 of us, we can have a smaller amount of rubbish if
2?
if we actually try and manage what we bring on board in the first place. But that's
waste management.
That's it.
Well, that's glued now. Be grouting that in the next couple of days. I always get so stressed out when there's glue involved and time. There is not such a thing as a simple job in a boat.
It's pretty warm as well. Smell like pig.
Even putting a bean on is a challenge.
A small bit.
You're sweating, honey.
Yeah, I know.
For the size of the screws, I think you probably drilled too small of a pilot hole.
Oh yeah, I know I drilled too small a pilot hole. I wiggled the drill around a bit though.
And the bean is in. So all we have left to do is put a piece of string attached to the door and to the structure here. So when we open, it will stop there. And then we can put our rubbish in there. Ideally, I was looking for a bean that was as long as the door, because there is a lot of waste of space down there. But I couldn't find one with these dimensions. So we're gonna give this one a go. It was just 10 euros. And it's not in the way for any of the hoses or any of the water installation.
Oh, one thing though.
The sink.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you want to grab the sink?
try the sink, but I think it's gonna be okay. Look at that.
Probably should check these things before
We
do
should
it.
have checked that before doing it, but
Press.
it's like a glove. It's like it was all calculated. Nice.
That's what a piece of string gets you. Pure quality. Pink string.
Beautiful. Apologies for the noise, but we have the air conditioning on because it's really hot and it makes quite a loud noise. Yesterday we didn't have a great day. We've been dealing with a company where we bought a new, used laptop from, and they sent the wrong one, and now they are not listening to what we're saying. They're basically ignoring our tries to contact them to get it sorted. So yeah, not a great day. Eh?
Yay.
But today might be a good day. We've had no fridge for a week, and with this heat it has been quite tricky. Stuart's parents have been here visiting and we couldn't even offer them a cold drink. So the new thermostat, which is the problem we think is happening, has arrived, and we're about to test it and see if we can sort the fridge out finally. We've had this fridge for 2-3 years now, and it's always worked great, but the other day we moved it from one side to the boat to the other, like 2 meters, and suddenly stopped working. And here, where is the control panel, it's got some lighting, and the lights are also the way the fridge's got to tell you what the problem is, and it was flashing constantly, which meant that the thermostat is not working. So we got a new one and we'll see if that's the problem. That's the control panel, and everything seems okay. I popped that thing off, and that's the thermostat. We have bought a new sticker to go over the control panel, but we want to test it before we stick it on, so we just put some gaffer tape in there.
It's alright.
It made a spark.
Yeah,
Is that normal?
it should be alright. Do you want me to do it?
No, it's okay. Why did it make a sparkle?
Don't know. Let's turn it on.
What's up?
It doesn't switch on. Oh,
There we go.
okay.
Now we wait.
And whilst we wait, we hydrate. Bad news, we still get the same error, but we changed the thermostat, so we don't know what's going on. But we've noticed that the cable is getting hot. So the fridge is connected with Wagos to that cable, and that cable is this one. Comes through this fuse, and the cable is fine up to here, but here it gets hot. And we don't know why. There's no cable at all getting hot apart from the light coming out of the fuse, out of the fridge. We're feeling really down right now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say really down, but you know, rather annoyed. But
It's just annoying when you don't know what the problem is. That's what gets me.
let's turn it off. Fridge update. It's not good. So we've ordered another part. At least now we're building up spares for the fridge.
Yeah. Hopefully this is the one and that was the problem. But we need to wait for delivery now, so...
They're all sent to test us. The one good thing is we're tiling this here countertop.
We're ready.
We have no counter space at the moment. It's basically like camping because we live off the floor.
So because it's quite a tricky puzzle, there's also lots of weird tiles. And yeah, it's not easy to put together. We had to transfer it onto here. It looks pretty cool. And we're gonna just stick them on, not one at a time. There's like big, some of them are big sheets like that. But yeah, we're about to get dirty. Stu's having a banana. It's the good thing about living on board. You can have a snack whenever you want. Also,
it will improve.
Get annoyed by everything on the way.
Yeah, but it's all good. Anyway, let's do some tiling.
This is where we're at. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
It's super tricky and we are making a mess.
Yeah, but you know you're having fun if you're making a mess. It's like kids playing in mud.
Not me.
You don't overthink it.
No, it's not perfectly...
That's our first attempt at doing mosaics.
Mosaics.
You can only get better.
Yeah, I don't think they're all perfectly level, but... tricky business this. I have high respect for tilers. It's also tricky because we had to put these edges for the lid, and obviously the edge is higher than the countertop, so when you put the glue you need to have that in mind. We're getting there anyway, and this is what we're using. You can use this for grouting and for gluing them. It comes mixed, and yeah.
We are gonna have so many comments on this. People are gonna just be like, ooh.
Yeah, we know this is gonna be probably a very controversial video because
People are like, what have you done?
a lot of people are not gonna like the tiles. A lot of people are gonna be horrified of the way we're doing it. Probably doing lots of things wrong. We've watched videos and we know the theory. The theory?
We're basically experts. Can you not tell?
Camera is running out of battery, so I'm gonna plug it in. We have just one battery. We're closing the circle, and this is where things get tricky because they might not match. So here's where the problem is. We've got a bigger gap here because obviously we're not perfect. Is that okay?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad.
That's the best we can do, I think. I've just realized that we never showed how the trim on the countertop looked once finished. I think it doesn't look too bad. You can see the wood feel here, which is what we use to bond wood. Sometimes we use it as wood glue depending on the project. It's epoxy. And as you can see here, it's quite thick, and here as well, because the countertop we built wasn't exactly the same shape. The trim didn't fit right, so we had to work it a little bit. I wish you could touch it because it's really smooth. So that is going to be oiled once we finish the countertop, which also is looking pretty good. I just need to clean a little bit more of the glue, and then it's pretty much ready for grouting. So the first mission today is working this handle in. It's one of those pull rings to lift the lid, and this is how it looks from the side. So we need to dig out a little bit of the wood for it to sit flush.
A little bit out.
Can you really see? I don't think so.
Still.
Nice. Look at that.
Hey, give me a sandwich.
Oh, it's nice. You can tell it's new.
Yeah.
The ones from the boat are like very loose. This you kind of have to push it.
Should be at the price.
Nice one.
People don't realise that these little pieces, that's where you waste money on boats. They are ridiculously expensive from the chandlers, and unjustifiably so.
I think for this occasion is justifiable.
Luckily we only need 2.
Like I did with the tiling, I'm gonna test first on the lid because it's a smaller area. I've literally just watched a video and I'm hoping that's enough. I would say it's not bad for my first go. I must say that I let it dry for a bit, and when I came back to it, it was full of little cracks and voids. So I think the mistake was that I used the sponge too wet to wipe off the excess. So I had to go over it again. I just thought, well, I'll try. was like 1 or 2 hours after. I had to put more grout on to fix it, and it worked. So I'm a bit nervous today because I don't want to make the same mistake. But the result is good, I think, for my first time. Look how shiny. We've got a new control panel, and that was the issue. Even though it looks fine, it is not fine. And the fridge is now working. So now we can put the protective sticker on. Obviously we put some beer in the fridge already. That's where the control panel sits. Nice. I messed up with the tiling on the countertop. It happened the same that happened with the lid. After half an hour, the grout started to crack and fill with little holes and voids. So I had to go over again, and on the second round the grout started drying very quickly. So it was all over the tiles and I couldn't get rid of it. So it has taken a long time to clean the grout. But I am on the last row now and it's looking amazing. This is the final result. And this is how it all was before I spent hours cleaning it. So I just have this last row and then I'm done. I was going like this with my fingers, but I got blisters, so I developed a new system. I use this pen, wrap it around and go like that. We are ready. The sink and the taps are going on. I've already sealed all the grout, which was quite time consuming, but it's done now. So hopefully it won't stain so easily. What do you think? Are you gonna spill your coffee there? Hopefully not.
Okay.
I had to Dremel a little bit of the tile on this hole, because like this corner, because the tap didn't fit. But look at that now. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
It's gonna totally change.
Yeah. Might need a touch of grout. About there?
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's so nice. So there's just a little bit there that needs work. Maybe put more grout. And then it should be okay. But I think it looks good.
A couple of tiny issues, but nothing to write home about.
What do you think?
Oh, I'm really happy with it. Those dishes aren't going to know what's washed them. So the only, because of the thickness of the countertop, I might need to just give that a judo chop.
That's for the big tap.
Yeah, which is something and nothing if I can get it fairly straight. Good luck there, Stu.
I like that that's the first thing that you see when you come in. I think it looks professional.
Biscuits, madame.
So, tiles, what do you think? Love them? hate them, we are honestly over the moon with how it all turned out. Thanks so much for bearing with us these past 2 weeks. It's been a bit of a logistical roller coaster between family visits, gear breakdowns, and a wallet draining upgrade to a new laptop and camera. It's been a ride, but we're finally back on track. Huge thanks to our amazing patrons, coffee supporters, YouTube members, and everyone who watches, likes, and shares our stuff. You keep this whole thing afloat. And to those lovely humans who sent us wishlist goodies this week, you made our day. We've got some exciting stuff coming up and we can't wait to show you. So stick around. See you all next week. Bye.